I added this remote switch to my rain barrel pump this year so I can use it as an on-demand pump. So now I can turn the water flow on and off when I'm moving between raised beds and walking around the garden, going to different plants with this little on-off switch remote. I also ran the wires through this liquid tight flexible metal conduit and added these alligator clips on the end so I can easily disconnect it. So here's the whole run. That was where it goes outside to the pump. And then it goes about 30 feet over to connect to the bus bars on the battery backup system. And here I just filmed hanging it up for the first time on the bracket. Voila! I hang the hose up on the side of the IBC tote with this bracket and it works well. This is where I have a Anderson Power Pole Distribution Center, which is basically like a power strip for DC power. Those are the wires coming from the bus bars on our solar backup system right off the batteries. It's a 12 volt system, so this is all 12 volt power. And this is the power strip. I plug it in up on the input and then it powers the whole strip, and I can plug a bunch of different things into it. Haven't really figured out what else to plug in out there, but yeah, this was me struggling with it in the beginning, trying to figure out how to fit it in there because I changed the wiring this year and I had extra wire now, so that's how I figured out how to do it. Got it plugged in, and now I'm just going to feed the wire from the pump up and plug that into it. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a cap on there. And again, this is what it looks like all plugged in and set up. Now I just put the cover back on the LB. I moved this down to connect to that, which is a bit hard to do one-handed, but we get it. And that's all it is. Just connect a wire, put that compression fitting down back onto this fitting on the top of the pump box and plug it in. Pretty simple. So I just opened up the valve in the IBC tote to get the water flowing. You want to make sure that the pump has some water in it when you start it up. It'll damage them if you run it dry. Alright, now we're going to test it out. So the reason I put this on a switch is so I can turn it off when I'm walking around the garden to different raised beds instead of keeping the pump running the whole time. When it was set up without the switch, I would have to turn the water off and the pump was still running and it would get louder, and it's also just wasting the battery power when it's running while I'm walking around moving to different raised beds. So this way I can just conserve battery and have it as an on-demand pump, and I just keep the nozzle open now and use the switch to start and stop the water when I need to. And you can see the pump works really well. It has good pressure and water's flowing good. Thanks for watching. Take care.